Welcome to Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improvisation show which does for writers what myxomatosis does for rabbits, starring the inimitable Josie Lawrence and co-starring the imitating Rory Bremner and introducing the intimidating Tony Slattery and finally a cameo performance from the immeasurable Mike McShane. Ladies and gentlemen, contestants. Now, we start tonight with a game called Scenes from a Hat. This is for all 4 contestants who'd like to come on down. This is the hat. It's my hat, obviously, and into it have been put a number of suggestions made by the studio audience of little games they can play or scenes they can play out. I'll buzz just as soon as I get the idea of what you're doing. A lot of points going for this, as if you cared. And here we go. Yes, very convincing. Now, what your adolescence was really like? Yes.
It's true.
Yes. No, we all believed you, Tony. 2 politicians meet in the urinals. Urinals.
I must say, it makes a change to take the piss out of myself.
The last ever James Bond film.
Hello, Miss Moneypenny.
Unlikely erogenous zones.
Algeria.
The biggest jerk in the world.
Tony?
Come on. Those 3 little words.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Pointless things to take when crossing the Sahara.
I've got the sand.
And I've got Mark Thatcher.
OK, thank you very much. That's in there. Let's move along. Thank you very much. And, well, I have to give some points for that game, and there, I've done it. Now we go to a game called Sports Report, as are all 4 contestants, and it's going to feature Rory Bremner in a TV studio. Rory will be presenting a sports programme. Tony is an expert in the studio. Out in the field will be Josie Lawrence, who will be interviewing anybody who comes along, and anybody who comes along will be Mike McShane. So it's a sports report, but it's about a special event, the race between the tortoise and the hare, from our childhood stories. So once the sports report music starts, will you take it away, Rory?
Shall I bring a bottle?
Hi there. Glad you could join us. My name's Des. Desmond Orchid Fastgrey loves a jump. Tell you what, though, bit of sports coming up for you. Glad you could join us. Tortoise and hare this time. Hare, of course, subject very close to Clive Anderson's head. Right. Normally I'm joined by an expert, or Jimmy Hill. In this case, it's Tony Slattery. How do you see it going, Tony?
Well, it very much reminds me of that extraordinary bout I saw between Martina Navratilova and Virginia Wade. Yes. And then, afterwards, they played some tennis.
Right. And with that, let's go to our reporter live on the spot. That's Josie Lawrence there.
Hello there, and we actually do have the hare with us. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. I'm pretty psyched, Jill. I'm ready for it. The tortoise has got nothing on me. He's not doing any training. He's been taking it easy. He's been doing a lot of spawning and stuff like that. Takes a lot out of an animal.
Do you think you're being a little cocksure about this?
Listen, sweetheart, I bred made 15 family members this morning. I'm sure cocksure.
Back to the studio.
Right, a man that makes Chris Eubank look modest there. Right, I think what he was saying is it's not the winning that counts, Tony.
The hare isn't going to win because I ran over it in my Range Rover earlier.
What say we find out?
Yes.
Yes, sorry. It's so exciting here. We actually have the tortoise with us, and it looks like... how do you feel? It looks like you might be... Excuse me? How do you feel?
Good.
Do you think you're going to win?
It depends.
On what?
Well...
And back to the studio.
Nice to find someone who thinks faster than Jim Rosenthal, though. Tony, the tortoise there, giving us his opinion.
I know, and I haven't felt this good since I saw a British gymnast get a round of spontaneous applause for being able to walk unaided to the equipment.
OK, and on that note, back to the studio.
Well, that was, I think we had everything in that game. Some of it fitted together. And we've moved on with film dub. This is for Tony and Rory. If they like to come down where they can see the monitor, they have to add a new soundtrack to a piece of film from which the original soundtrack has been removed. And just a little bit of storyline I'd like to give you. It's just three men arguing over what to have for lunch. And if you ask the soundtrack when it comes up, it should be about now.
Oi, I told you what I want for my lunch.
I'm afraid I've got a very boring Michael Caine standing behind me. I'll have to...
Afternoon, everybody.
Who are you?
I ordered the egg mayonnaise. Is anyone?
You know, this man is even more boring than Michael Caine. Get back to the country where you come from. Yes?
Ah, yes, but you don't know where I come from, do you? I come from a place where eggs are very cheap and even...
No one's saying anything, but we're thinking very loud.
Well, I see you went to the same acting school I did.
We don't go to acting school. Where I come from, we kill people like you.
Very interesting.
Yes, shut up. Shut up and don't treat him so badly.
I seem to...
I don't treat him at all. I go away, I walk with this very bad piece of acting towards the camera, and you're left in the background. Now, tell me what you think about that, eh?
I'm sorry.
No.
No, I'm off.
Very good. Well, it certainly must have been heaps better than the original, so I'll give you 1,000,000 points each there. Now let's do a game called Prison Visitor, and Josie Lawrence is going to be the prison visitor, if you'd like to come on down. And she's visiting in prison, first of all, Tony and then Mike. And Tony will sing his problems to her with the assistance of Richard Branch at the piano. Now, Tony, we imagine he's stolen something, but can anyone suggest something quite big that he might have stolen? He's stolen a bank, a jumbo jet. I think it's slightly more realistic to have stolen a jumbo jet than a whole bank. But, OK, so you've stolen a jumbo jet, and that's naturally causing you some angst while in prison. Please sing that to Josie.
I'll tell you about my problem.
All right, then.
Thanks. I got a problem, I'm in such pain. I stole myself a gigantic plane. I don't mean to bore ya, I don't mean to rant, but I put the 747 down my pants. I try to walk away in a straight line, but it won't do.
Now I think you must be insane. What a silly place to put a plane.
I know.
You know what I mean. You're gonna be a long time in this plane. You're gonna die and go to heaven, 'cause it ain't no good where you've stuck your 747.
Yeah, OK, excellent. Yes. So, now, Mike, he hasn't stolen anything. He smuggled something into the country. What do you think he smuggled? A grandfather clock. No, I like that's the most unusual one. Grandfather clock you smuggled into the country. Take it away, Mike.
What did you do, baby?
Oh, baby, I did it for us, okay? You know my grandfather clock in the house, the one with the family of the cute brown mouse. Well, my grandfather died and he willed it to me. They took it away from me, I took it back. They took it away and I ran away, Jack. Now I stole the clock, what can I do, baby?
I can hide the grandfather clock. I can shove it up my bum. But I'll be in a lot of pain with the swing from the pendulum.
Oh, yes, yes!
I know what I'll do. I'll hide it in my frock. So don't you worry, I'll look after your grandfather clock. Clock, 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 clock.
what a wealth of imagery we had in that song. I shall scarcely be able to look at my grandfather clock, or indeed grandfather, ever again. Anyway, a few points there for Josie. We move on to a game called World's Worst, if we haven't reached there already. And it's for all four participants. I'd like to step forward. And they've got to come up with examples of the world's worst person to be president of the world in some sort of intergalactic crisis.
Oh, Sam Debbie Doozy!
Will you give me another go?
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Nixon... Oh, dear. Reconciliation.
Yeah, topical now. It'll be great in 6 months' time when this goes
He'll
out.
still be dead.
Yeah.
Would you trade this universe for a big box powder?
At 10 o'clock last night, the universe was destroyed. Were you in the area?
Would anybody like a cup of tea?
Right, so I'd like you to form a government in the sort of, in style of, well, something I'm about to...
The universe is facing a time of crisis. Now is the opportunity to learn some very basic jazz dance.
All right, well, I think you're probably the winner on that one, but while I add up the points of that game, we'll take a break. See you after that. Bye. I just haven't been able to score that last game because I was just watching the advert so closely. We're now going to a game called Props. They divide into two pairs of two for this. Rory and Tony, I'd like to give you these items, and you've got to come up with as many different ways of using that as possible in the time allowed. While Josie and Mike...
I think that's one of Tony's already.
Josie and Mike, you've got that item. And you have to come up with as many different ways of using that. At the same time, I'll buzz between the two pairings. I'd like to go over there and start doing it. So, Tony and Rory, starting with you.
Take it around!
I am so proud to be winning the Miss Universe contest!
I prefer these kebabs when they leave the skins on. I know, but big tooth, big fairy.
We fight a different way here, on guard.
Naomi Campbell.
And Kate Knox. So what the Ku Klux Klan is looking for is a different look, a happy. It says yes.
I learned to drum in a library.
Well, yes, I guess it is a rather large frozen sperm sample, but I think it'll do for defense. Okay, it'll be clean, it'll be clean, it'll be clean. Don't worry, it'll be clean.
But the mountains, they are so far away.
Dennis Healy needs Grecian 2000.
Double the fun.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's have the tip all over. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. And the next game is it's a game for Josie and Mike. They're going to make up a song on the spot together. If you'd like to come on down, with the assistance of Richard Vranch on the piano, and can make it up about something somebody could suggest, something you might find in a cellar somewhere. An old boiler. An old boiler. An old boiler is good. I'd like you to do it in the style of sort of early rock and roll. Early rock and roll, an old boiler.
Early rock and roll, what?
Yeah.
Before this point in your hairline? Or before this point in your hairline?
Just...
You're sort of like a sequoia. We can, like, chart, you know.
That's right. Just when it caught up with yours, Mike. Anyway, so let's... Okay.
Yeah?
Where you go? And it's old boiler.
what I like. Come on, baby, now take a hike. Everybody's doing the old boiler, so come on and do it with me.
Wow! You know you got me up in the air. Now I'm pumping steam like I don't care. I start to chug and I start to boil. I got me going, I'm a real on toil. Oh, baby, you got it what I need. When you get near me, baby, I'll turn up the heat.
All right. Yeah. Okay, well done. I don't know, I think that's the best game we played all evening, so I'll give it a point. Now we go to a game called Party Quirks. This is going to feature Tony Slattery as the host of a party. All the others are guests of the party. In front of the guests, there are envelopes. Inside each envelope is a suggestion for a way of behaving, a quirky way of behaving. These have been suggested by members of the studio audience. And the idea of this game is that Tony has to guess what the suggestions are that have been made to his guests at his party. So, Tony, if you'd like to come down and get the party underway. The others go in there ready. I'll bring them in, making a sort of doorbell noise. And, Tony, is the party underway? Is it full swing?
Hello, is that Clive Anderson Ties Limited? Yes, I think you should shut down. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, party soon. Oh! Hello, Josie. Come on in.
Josie? Who's Josie? Sorry, mate, I think you got the wrong bloke. Sorry I'm late, I've been washing my hair. Right.
Well, you're not Clive,
This is Tracy, by the way. Come on in, darling, come on in.
Smash a bottle in your face, that might liven you up. Hello, come on in, Roy, hello.
Well, hello, yes, I'm sorry to gatecrash, but I heard they were filming a television programme here.
Oh!
Yes, where's the camera? Is it over there?
Oh, ha, ha, ha!
Yes, yeah, you've been got. Yeah, you've been got, definitely.
Can I just say, I'm not playing anymore. Yeah. Oh, you are. Oh, you're a sexy muscle builder. Hang on there. Sorry. Hello, Mike. Come on in.
Oh, I thought it was a TV. I'm sorry. Hi, Tony. How you doing?
Fine. Well, you think people are TVs? No?
No. Hey, just got back from a little party.
Have you?
Wrestling a couple of rogue ringnecks, took those babies down, had them around my boom, bang, wow.
I haven't understood a word you say. But anyway, meet Josie, yeah.
I'm not Josie.
No, you're a man. You're a woman who thinks she's a man.
No.
Oh, there's one. Come here, you.
Yes.
Come here.
Yes.
He's
On the edge, John. On the edge.
all right. Good.
You're a First Division footballer.
And what's Mike?
So you do a lot of work in the countryside, don't you?
It's the little ones that I like. You put them on the grill and you make yourself a sandwich.
Yeah. Beef burgers?
That's 40 points again this week. Sorry. He was a pig wrangler, is what he was doing.
A pig what?
Wrangler. Yeah. Well, you prove one thing, Tony. You can always recognise it when they're impersonating you. So that's. So I'll give you a few points for that.
Shut your face.
And you can take a joke. So we move on to a game called Helping Hands. This is for Mike and Josie. They're going to act out a scene. But to make it easy for Josie, she hasn't got to use her hands at all. Tony Slattery is going to be providing the hands for her by thrusting his arms into her armpits and beyond. Now, the simple scene here is, Mike, you're a passenger on an aeroplane, and Josie is the stewardess who's going to come around and explain the safety regulations and then move on to serving you food and drink and stuff. Just getting into it. Okay, where you go?
Oh, look.
Good morning, sir.
Oh, I had a great sleep. Those are the most comfortable seats. Air Canada is great.
It's fine.
I'm sorry. That was
Yes,
so...
we did buy the seats from Air Canada. But you're travelling on Air Bangkok.
Air
Welcome to Air
That's
Bangkok.
what I
Now,
thought.
why don't you follow the safety procedures? Come on
Okay,
in.
yes,
come
yes,
in,
thank
sir.
you, yes,
Don't
yes.
be scared of me. I'm gentle.
Okay.
How do you do? My name's Lydia.
Hi, Lydia. How are you?
I'm fine. Now, what we have here is we have the food.
Yes.
First of all, I'll go through what you have.
Okay,
you
you
have a
have the
little
salad,
You have to throw it all over the floor because
Yeah,
that makes you feel better.
Uh-huh.
Now, we've got little
Okay.
button tomatoes. Oh, and if you've got a baby, on the plane, we always like to put a cake on its head.
Yeah, I see it. Well, you know, good. That's good. Oh, my goodness.
They forget about the flights then, you see.
Forget changing
Instead of thinking, oh dear, I'm flying in the sky, they're thinking, what the bloody hell have I got a cake on my head for? So that's the baby.
Now, what do you got?
Now we've got
free alcohol on the flight,
Free
right?
alcohol, as much as you like, here on Air What would you like? Soda? Would you like some soda?
I think that's good.
Put it out there. Now, the reason I did that is to show you how to... Excuse me, I've got something in my eye.
Yes.
Now, the reason... Let me... Yes.
Can you show me?
Yes?
I'd be very interested because I was asleep during that party. Will you show me how to put...
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Hello, well done. Yes, excellent. An excellent round of intellectual humour gives 3,000 points to everybody. Okay. Now we come to a game called Hoedown. This is for all four of the participants tonight. They're to come on down. They're going to make up a song on the spot in the form of that jolly American song style, the Hoedown. Now, we'd like to be based on somebody's holiday, a nice adventurous holiday like snorkeling or scuba diving. Pony trekking. That's a very good one for a Hoedown. The pony trekking Hoedown. Starting with you, Josie, moving along the line. Away you go.
It's nothing but baloney. I'd rather be with my little pony, trekking up the hillside, trekking down the course. I love my pony, I also love my horse.
I like pony trekking on the holiday program. I like drawing pictures where I go and even diagrams. I like going on ponies and bashing them with bricks. It doesn't really hurt me, but it makes them go much faster.
Hey, pony round up in the summertime. Pony round up in the summertime. I take them left and right on path, and then I take them to the osteopath. Pony round up in the summertime.
I like to go a-trekking in the country on a pony. I'm very friendly with the critter. I say, hello, I'm Tony. Oh, look out, there's something nasty in the way. It's not a pony dumpy, it is Mr. Anderson's toupee.
And sadly, that's the very end of the programme, and just totalling up the points, I see that Mike McShane is this week's winner, so well done, Mike. And the prize for winning is to read the credits in a style of my choosing, and I like to do it in the style of a TV evangelist. So it just remains me to thank Josie Lawrence, Rory Bremner, Tony Slattery, Mike McShane, Richard Branch, the pianist, me, Clive Evans, saying good night. Good night.
Hallelujah, ladies and gentlemen. Hallelujah. I have been blessed by whose line is it anyway? Dan Patterson has corrupted my soul, and Clive Anderson has washed it clean. Richard Branch with the angel music of Gabriel. Chris Thorpe making come to my ears the visions, yes, the visions of Naomi. And the stage manager, Louise Grime, talking about the buyer, Terrence Buyer of God. And the production team, Emma, Polly, Georgia, Rachel, Allison, Adrian, all sinners and blasphemous devils, but we love them. Nicola Pollock, bring it all together. Light, bring the light in with Big Mike Sutcliffe. I'll tell you this, John F.D. Northover for Fashion Dwarf. Yes, that's what F.D. stands for, but God, we love him. Hallelujah!